Hi, it's Ryan here at the Magewell booth at InfoComm 2024, where we're showing off a lot of our technology, a lot of buzz generated right now around the brand new, recently announced Matador. This is a 2U 10 slot rack mount encoder and decoder. The slottable cards, they're basically our Pro Convert series built onto a blade card form factor. These are hot swappable. They're also fully redundant. The rack system itself features two power supplies for redundancy. And then currently what we have right now is our input and output over the ProConvert NDI protocol. So encode side is going to be the NDI. The decodes will do other IP form factors as well, but there are more cards that will continue to come as this product is just recently announced. One of the great things about this product is that you're able to manage the chassis itself, and then you're able to manage each individual card. So you can log in through the web interface to see everything at a glance and then dive in deeper. So the reason why this is fantastic is that people have just been asking for higher density. They have rack mount systems and you just want to kind of get all the cards slotted in, mix and match based on their needs. And that's the reason why this form factor seems to generate a lot of buzz right now and a lot of people really interested in it. So if we'll continue on, one of the other things that a lot of people have been noticing about Magewell's Director Mini is just the versatility of the unit. So over here, it's a small form factor, all-in-one portable production system. It has a touchscreen interface where I'm able to access the different cameras as well as the pre-recorded video clips. Of course, I can stream with this, but really where this starts to shine is I can bring in things like graphic overlays, and not just the content that you create directly on the device, but we also now have access and capability for HTML graphics. We've integrated with Scoreboard OCR for those high school and collegiate sports that need to do more with less. Features of the box is that it has two HDMI inputs, two USB inputs, three NDI inputs. It has SRT inputs, RTMP, a whole litany of different devices. And as you'll see on the screen there, you're able to have the interface, and what's up on the TV screen behind it is multi-view, but this is changeable. So all I have to do is give a swipe down, change the external, and now I can output the exact same duplicate view as you're seeing here. So that's a pretty cool feature. We can also do things like clean program, clean preview. You can loop out the HDMI 1 or 2, and you can also rotate the display. So a very interesting form factor in this particular device. It's powered over NPF batteries because let's get real, a lot of us have those batteries laying around in our kits now. So why not utilize them? They're hot swappable. So you can just pop one off, pop a new one on and go all day. We also have an app available for phone. It's Magewell Director Utility. So two sides of this app. The first one is control. So just like I was tapping with the scenes there, I can also do that over the iPhone or Android application. When I have my camera up, I also then get PTZ control, so I'm able to move my pan tilt cameras around, adjust the focus or the zooms, presets, all of that type of stuff there. Then I also have my graphics. So let's say I want to have a scoreboard. Well, I also get my scoreboard control. So very easily, I'm able to adjust things like my clock. I can pause the clock. I can change the period of it right from the mobile phone. Next up is our streaming. So fully featured streaming set. We can stream to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, as well as many others. Additionally, when I'm recording on the device, and it does have a 64 gig internal SSD, or we can put in SD card, I can access that on my mobile phone. So one of the newly announced features is the dual channel instant replay. With that, we can pull those clips down from a phone and publish them to social media very quickly, a very innovative feature. And of course, we always need to be able to control audio. So you have that control on the app, on the Director Mini screen itself, but it doesn't stop there. We put a lot of features into this. One of the other things we've done with a lot of Magewell devices is a fully featured web interface. So I can control all things about Director Mini through this. Update firmware, I'm able to register to this Magewell control hub, But we have this new Produce tab. And within the Produce tab, I am now able to select all of my scenes right here. Now this is a Windows touchscreen computer, but I can bring up my graphics and turn graphics on and off. I can also control my graphics right here, just like the Android application. I can do things like my audio mixer, and I can break these out to new tabs. But I'm also able then to do things like quick instant replay. So we just saw the stinger, now it's going to come back in. I can slow this down to 33%, and then I can just bring this back up if I want to. We'll let this thing run back out, and it automatically transitioned out with another stinger. Where I think this is really cool, and we have a lot of use cases from people saying that they're doing this. With Control Hub, you can remotely manage any device from Magewell if it's registered into your Control Hub. What is fantastic is that you can do that from anywhere in the world. So we have customers that ship Director Mini out with cameras and then are essentially dialing into the Director Mini via the web interface, and they're producing shows remotely with just using Control Hub and the Director Mini product. There are always new features that are coming out. The engineering team is doing an incredible job of bringing new features to that. One of the things recently announced was an integration with Speedify. So we have network bonding through Speedify that is now on this device, and more stuff is headed down the pike for this. At its core, I think a lot of people know Magewell for the NDI and USB capture, but we also have an Ultra Encode family of products. Now, these are feature-rich encoders. So we're talking about the ability to do multiple streams in multiple protocols based on the variant. The one box that I have here in front of me, this is the Ultra Encode AIO. What I love about this device is that it features a touch screen display. So I have quick confidence in monitoring, but I can also then activate my live, I can activate my SD card, or I can simply scan the QR code with my mobile phone and pull up a mobile-friendly version of the web interface, and it also lists the IP address, because that's always helpful as well. It has a full-size SD card slot. We can plug in a thumb drive to it. The rear of it is HDMI and SDI, so we can do 4K 30, but in this particular unit, we're able to schedule recordings, schedule destinations. It has an auto reboot feature. I love that because sometimes these devices never get turned off, and we say, oh gosh, okay, we don't want to let it run for the next year. Things need to power down from time to time. So when we're looking at that, we actually can schedule the reboot, keeping you fresh. A church, for example, would be able then to have it reboot before the Sunday services, and now they're running fresh and clean all the time. That's a super cool feature. Little thing, but actually goes a long way when we're talking about these devices being installed and the reliability of them. Again, these devices can be registered to the Control Hub for device management, firmware upgrade, and control. And then we have our newly announced Ultra Encode HDMI Plus. This is also an SDI variant. It features PoE power, tally light, and built-in recording in such a very small form factor. Now, all of these devices are available now. They're online. You can find more information at Magewell.com. Those are some of the things that we're showing at InfoComm, but certainly always check us out, whatever trade show we're attending in any continent around the world.